Hello and a warm welcome on what is a glorious night for football. Perfect playing conditions. I'm Derek Ray and I'm joined for expert analysis by Stuart Robson. And if this game lives up to its billing, we're in for a riveting occasion. It's Arsenal versus Iceland.
Well, Derek, as is always the case, the team that dominates midfield will be the team that controls the flow of the game. And that, for me, is the area that's key today.
Emmanuel Petit. On to Bale. Iceland recovering possession well. Bale. Can they forge ahead? In it goes. An early goal. No wonder they're celebrating.
Number 10.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder, and it's a great finish. He holds off the defender, keeps his composure, and finds the back of the net. It's a marvellous goal.
There to win it back. Zinedine Zidane. On the ball, Rafael Leao. An alert piece of defending. Mateus. Yaya Toure. Lothar Mateus. And it's in! All square again! What a match this is turning out to be!
Number 10.
Well, here it is again, and he's just passed that into the net. That's a very good finish, you have to say.
Back underway, level pegging, 1 goal apiece in this game. Gareth Bale. Jaap Stam. Roberto Carlos. And on to Di Natale. Now with Di Natale. Mateus. Oh, showing good patience. Well, they're moving the ball neatly enough. Just looking for that decisive pass. Nicely saved. And cover there from Marquisio. Plenty of support here. Son might jump in front. And the ball is loose. Well, he didn't plant the seed of fear on the goalkeeper's mind, that's for certain. Theo Hernandez. Zinedine Zidane. Well, the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. A chance then for the respective managers to address their charges. It is half-time here. Here it is now, a substitution. Well, as they get the ball rolling again, interesting to see how the second half pans out. Toure. Now Son. At times they make passing look easy. And it's opening up. Oh, that's a magnificent volley. What a thumper. And far from simple to put it away. Yet dispatched seemingly with ease. If ever there were a reason to get emotional about a goal, you've just been exposed to it. Claudio Marquisio. Can he take the chance? And a goal! An end-to-end game, and they weren't behind for long. Well, another equaliser. What a topsy-turvy game this has been. Lothar Mateus. Antonio Di Natale. And cleared away by Zidane. And Iceland regaining possession. Can they take the lead here? And a goal! Just like that, they're back in front!
For the visitors, number 77.
So the game restarted by Arsenal. A wake-up call for the Arsenal players, perhaps. Can they construct a response? Zinedine Zidane. Well read to put an end to that attack. Well, we're inside the final quarter of an hour now. Son. Now with Di Natale. Good piece of defending. Arsenal have it back.
Well, I think the fans are doing everything they can to get their team back into this. But can they find that moment of inspiration and get an equaliser?
Zico. Ginola. And on to Marquisio. And there it is, the final whistle. And a story of Iceland standing tall. They get the win they were after.
Well, Derek, they didn't dominate the game by any means today, but overall they had the better of the chances and just about deserved their win.
Well, nights like these are just what you hope for as a spectator. A warm welcome. I'm your match commentator, Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfield player, Stuart Robson. And with kick-off just moments away, we really should be in for a magnificent occasion. It's Iceland, and they take on Real Madrid.
Well, Derek, as is always the case, the team that dominates midfield will be the team that controls the flow of the game. And that, for me, is the area that's key today.
Son. Useful looking position, you've got to say. Di Natale. And a foul in the opinion of the referee. Now, what can they do from this free kick situation?
Come on, shoot!
And a goal! A significant deflection. And no wonder the goalkeeper is looking up at the sky in disbelief. David Beckham. Carlos Alberto. And Mateus has it. Chances on. And continues his run. It did look on for them, but not to be. Heung-min Son. Yaya Toure. Torres now. Torres. Now in a more than decent position. Antonio Di Natale. Beckham. Well, the referee wasn't going to let that go. Mateus. Carlos Alberto. He has teammates around him. And that's easy peasy for the keeper.
The sports official has indicated there will be a minimum of 1 minute
Emmanuel
of
Petit.
added time.
That is that for the first half here. Into the second half then, and Real doing the chasing. Stam. Roberto Carlos. Now with Di Natale. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Fernando Torres. Oh, fancy footwork. Good defending in the end, and danger averted for now. Well, he was under a bit of stress, but back to the keeper. Well, that'll be a free kick. Yaya Toure. in a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. Deserves credit for winning the ball back. Decides to shoot. And the defender got the last touch. That'll be a corner. Well, Real Madrid are going to make the change now. Oh, he's found the net. And that increases the advantage to 2. Just what they wanted and just what they deserve. So the ball rolling again at 2-0. Maicon. Well, we're inside the final 15 minutes. Emmanuel Petit. Son. Strong but fair tackle. Fernando Torres. Isaac. Textbook closing down, and now they're on the attack. Isaac. It's there for him. Chance still on. Oh, there it is! A lifeline in this game! And what a finale we could be in for here! Substitution then. Let's see how it affects the match. Well, in terms of added time, a minimum of 1 minute. The referee spotted the infringement, and it will be a free kick in a position of genuine menace. Well, he had it on target, but it was never going to... And there it is, the final whistle, and a story of Iceland standing tall. They get the win they were after.
Well, Derek, it was a really tight game, but they were the better side over the 90 minutes, and they fully deserved their victory today.
Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. I'm Derek Ray, and I'm joined for expert analysis by Stuart Robson. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. It's Iceland, and they take on Real Madrid.
Well, both teams know they need to start the game well here. Try to dominate the midfield area and get their creative players on the ball. This should be an interesting game, I think.
Stam. Emmanuel Petit. Yaya Toure. And danger averted. Well read. Yap Stam. And on to Toure. Petit. Heung-min Son. Plenty of forward momentum here, but can they produce? Mateus. Well, high marks for that pass. And with that, the move comes to an end, and a goal kick to follow now. Good officiating, waiting for the play to stop, and now going back to caution him. And reading it absolutely superbly. And Iceland's come away with it. Di Natale. Real Madrid doing well to regain possession here. Nico Williams. And on to Beckham. Here's Garincha. Plenty of support here. And Iceland with the ball again. Chances on. And it's got to be. Oh, marvellous goalkeeping.
Well, it's a top-class save from a top-class goalkeeper. That's absolutely brilliant.
And the short option preferred. Well, couldn't quite find his teammate. Di Natale. Can they forge ahead? Couldn't quite hang on. And the keeper put to the test, but he comes through it.
Well, he's so sharp, isn't he? Great first save and then the recovery.
And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game.
Would the Cross Secretary please note Mr. Moon is in the building.
Well, they've got things going again here, and I wonder what kind of second half we have in store for us. Really inventive stuff from Real here. Composed and patient passing. Well, they couldn't keep that sequence going, unfortunately. Cleared away. Yapstam. And on to Toure. Di Natale. Now Son. Real did well to regain control of the ball. Roberto Carlos.
A reminder,
Now with Di Natale.
The next game are available for sale after today's game.
Jeremy Frimpong. Now with Beckham. David Beckham. And Real's creative tendencies coming to the fore. Real Madrid sloppy in possession. And he's in. Well, we're inside the final quarter of an hour now. Chance to put them in front. Real Madrid get the throw in. Lothar Matthäus. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it.
Well, time is running out to get this winner, but the fans certainly believe it's coming. Just listen to the noise. What
an opportunity. Perfectly fair tackle, and it will be a corner. No trouble at all as far as the keeper was concerned. And the referee has added on 2 minutes of stoppage time. And that is that, the full-time whistle here, and nothing to separate the two sides at all over 90 minutes. It finishes 0-0. Stuart, your take?
Well, Derek, I was expecting more from both teams. You certainly can't criticise the effort, but there was a real lack of creativity and goal.
And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. I'm Derek Ray, and sitting next to me with his tactics charts at the ready is Stuart Robson. And everyone here on tenterhooks, you'd have to say with good reason. It's Iceland up against Nice.
Well, I'm excited by this encounter today. Both teams have a good game plan, both teams can be physical, and both teams have creative players. It could be a case of who wants it more.
Son. And the ball back with Nice now. And back to Yashin. Roberto Carlos. Good work from Iceland to win it back. Son. George Best. Cruyff, and he's through here. And it's in! 1-0, they breached the defence. So the match is restarted, 1-0 here. Roberto Carlos. Now with Stam. It's with Petit. Well, this looks really productive. What can they do from this position? Well, fantastic reflex action. Roberto Carlos. Now Roberto Carlos. Here's Eto'o. Patrick Vieira. Best. Moving the ball nicely, looking for that final pass. Real chance. And taken cleanly by the goalkeeper. Well, they're moving it around with real purpose here. Oh, this could be the equaliser. Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out. Yaya Toure. Mateus. Here's Eto'o. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. So back underway here into the second half. Vieira. Cruyff. Getting forward. Cruyff. And he scored not once but twice. They simply cannot stop him. And no wonder he's enjoying himself. So 2-0 now. Toure. Could get themselves back into it. A really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. And Eto'o. And moving the ball forward with genuine purpose here. Free kick awarded then by the referee. Over the byline, hence a goal kick. Stam. Now Roberto Carlos. Toure. And the defenders know they need to get tighter. It was a chance, but disappointing.
Well, from that position, he has to do a lot better there.
And into the last 15 minutes of action. Opportunity. And it goes! A 3-goal cushion, and you truly sense it's a matter of how many. And time for the change now. Well, keeping it on the ground, slightly off target, however. Best. Cruyff. On to Ronaldo. Just the challenge that was required. Best. Possession recovered by Petit. We've had the official word. There will be a minimum of 2 added minutes. Ginola! Oh, he couldn't outwit the keeper. And the referee brings this contest to an end. Well, it's not the result anyone in the Iceland camp was hoping for. A defeat here.
You're absolutely right, Derek. While the result is poor, the display was even worse. They never got to grips with the opposition.
Hello and a warm welcome on what is a glorious night for football. Perfect playing conditions. I'm Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and alongside me at the microphone is Stuart Robson. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. It's Iceland facing Manchester City.
Well, thanks, Derek. The best coach I played under would always tell us before kick-off, earn the right to play. If you can win your individual battles, outrun your opponent, eventually you'll get the space to show your ability. I'm sure that's being echoed by the coaches here today.
Lothar Matthäus. Well read to ease the pressure. Ginola, and he's broken free. Great work defensively. In it goes! An early opening statement in this match. And look at the celebrations. Toure. Lothar Matthäus. Stam. Di Natale. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. This could level it. Frantic action from one end to the other. They weren't ahead for long, and this match is level again. Toure. Now with Jairzinho. There to win it back. And Manchester City moving the ball with purpose. Matthäus. Now with Di Natale. Oh, he's through here. Pretty straightforward for the keeper. Matthäus. And both hands on it. Good goalkeeping. Zanetti. Jairzinho. Timely tackle from Roberto Carlos. And a tidy ball. Opportunity to go ahead. Socrates. Possession ceded by City here. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game.
Now, please remind you that racism will not be tolerated in any form, and offenders will be removed.
Underway then in the second half, and the two teams matching each other just about stride for stride. Plenty of support here. And the ball is loose. Cleared away by Stam. Zanetti. Theo Hernandez. Gyökeres. Socrates. Ginola! Oh, a superb save. It's a perfect challenge. Socrates. Di Natale. Victor Gyökeres. Well, using the space really well, but now can they push on? Heung-min Son. And take it away. Well, they're on the scent of something positive. Socrates. Surely! Oh, brilliant goalkeeping. And dealt with by Toure. Carlos Alberto. Matthäus. Now Roberto Carlos. Socrates. Gyökeres. Carlos Alberto. And just 5 minutes remaining.
Well, the atmosphere is so tense inside this stadium, but can they find that moment of magic to win this game? The crowd certainly think so. Just listen to them.
David Ginola. And there it is, the full-time whistle. Well, they can't be separated, and goals very much part of the equation. Stuart, as always, interested to get your final analysis.
Well, Derek, it was a really good game between two evenly matched teams. Both had their moments, but neither side really deserved to lose this one.
Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. I'm Derek Ray in the commentary position, and alongside me is the former Arsenal and West Ham midfield player Stuart Robson. And everyone here on tenterhooks, you'd have to say with good reason. It's Real Madrid versus Iceland.
Well, this should be interesting today. I like the makeup of both teams. They really do have a good balance of attacking and defensive qualities. But the team that has the greater desire will probably come out on top.
Stam. Federico Di Marco. Di Marco. Hazard. Heung-min Son. Now with Stam. Hazard on the ball. Zico. Eden Hazard. Hazard might rely on teamwork. And danger still. And in the end, no damage done. Heung-min Son. Antonio Di Natale. And Czech has it. Hazard. And on to Beckham. Real find themselves in a position of menace. This attack looks highly promising. Well, this could be a chance for Real Madrid to jump ahead from a corner. In it goes! The goal for 1-0, and that changes the dynamic.
Goal for Real Madrid. Number
So the ball
99.
rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. Petit. Touré. It's with Petit. Thierry Henry. Opportunity here. Keeper getting the touch. And there it is, the half-time whistle.
Now, please remind you that racism will not be tolerated in any form. And offenders will be
Substitution
removed from the
for Real
stadium
Madrid.
and may face prosecution.
Well, as they get the ball rolling again, interesting to see how the second half pans out. Well, doesn't get away with it. Free kick given. Di Natale. Mateus. Now with Di Natale. Oh, and the flag goes up.
Well, he needs to be more aware there. He didn't work hard enough to stay onside.
Yapstam. Thuram. And on to Di Natale. Touré. It's with Petit. Lothar Matthäus. And Real doing well to win it back. Lionel Messi. into the final 20 minutes. Thierry Henry. And he has options available. Messi. And it's opening up. And a goal! A significant deflection. And no wonder the goalkeeper is looking up at the sky in disbelief. Well, Real Madrid are going to make a double substitution. Roberto Carlos. Heung-min Son. Now Roberto Carlos. Son could reduce the deficit. Well, fantastic reflex action. Given away by Real Madrid. Can he get one back? Oh, that was begging to be put home, but the goalkeeper has it. Beckham. Well, the final whistle almost upon us, and this is not going to be an away day that lives long in the memory. Stuart, give us your take.
Well, they've been second best, that's for sure, and the main problem has been in midfield, where they've been overrun at times. They just haven't been able to get enough possession. It's not been a good performance today.
We will have 3 minutes of additional time at the end here. Danger averted for now. And there it is, the final whistle. It is a sad story from an Icelandic point of view in the form of a defeat.
You're absolutely right, Derek. They really struggled to get to grips with the game. They always seem second to the ball, and then just a few mistakes at the back. And
Hello and welcome, and I can tell you it was a dry walk to the gantry today, no rain in sight. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, ready to provide all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And we're fully convinced this game will live up to its billing. It's Argentina versus Iceland.
well, it doesn't matter how good your players are or what formation they're playing in, you have to earn the right to play. And I'm sure that would have been reiterated by both managers in the dressing room. It promises to be a really good game here.
Can he find the right pass? But really sticking to the task defensively. Heung-min Son. Ball back with Argentina now. Lothar Matthäus. Now Son. Taken away from Son. Well, there's a really stylish piece of running. And a good take under duress there. Zinedine Zidane. And out of play, the pass nearly worked out, but not quite. Lothar Matthäus. And on to Di Natale. Well, good run this. Now what can he do with it? Free kick awarded then by the referee. And the keeper takes charge and dealing with the free kick. And the keeper has it now. Zinedine Zidane. And tidily played. And a goal to give them the lead. They have their reward.
Number 3.
Now back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next.
The referee has indicated
So 1 minute of stoppage time, that's what the officials have said. Matthäus. And so it is, the first half story has been written.
Would the club secretary please note Mr. Moon is in the building.
So back underway, and an intriguing second half in prospect. Nicely timed tackle. Carlos Alberto. Antonio Di Natale. And support available. And let's give credit to the defending. Useful looking position, you've got to say. Can he put it away? He still has the goalkeeping magic, Gigi Buffon. Great opportunity, and a goal! And you've got to say, it definitely took a deflection off the defender.
Well, here's the replay, and there's an obvious deflection. Certainly enough to beat the keeper. He got a bit lucky there.
Martinez, William Saliba. Touré. Mateus Di Natale. And on to Touré. And on to Di Natale. Pivotal moment defensively. Son. Ferdinand. Yaya Touré. Sound piece of goalkeeping. And the referee brings this contest to an end. Well, it's not the result anyone in the Iceland camp was hoping for. A defeat here.
Well, Derek, I thought it was a subpar performance from them. Just didn't look as sharp as normal, and I don't think they deserved anything from the game.
Hello, it's great to be with you, and no problems at all on the weather front as we get ready for this match. My name's Derek Ray, and delighted to have alongside me, as usual on these occasions, Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. It is Basel versus Iceland.
Well, a quick start to the game is all important here today, and I'm sure both managers will have drilled that into the players. But they also have to play with composure and a tactical understanding. It should be a good game.
Barnes. Oh, great defending. He's in here. Will he? An early goal. It is the ideal opening. And back underway. 1-0 it is. Another great challenge. Free kick here. And he has options available. Opportunity to level it. He read the situation defensively and did his job. And he's through here. Can he find the net? Well, it's all going so swimmingly for them here. Another goal. And now it's a matter of avoiding any silly mistakes. Fernando Torres. Good looking ball. Gendouzi. Grimaldo. Just knocking it around, looking to carve out a chance. And the keeper taking care of the situation. Fernando Torres. Well, he's certainly not alone. And credit is due for that good piece of defending. Grimaldo. And Baston. Well, there's an example of how to press high up. And there it is, the half-time whistle.
Multi-cross secretary, please note, Mr. Moon is in the building.
Now they're going to alter things. Here's the substitution. So back underway, and an intriguing second half in prospect. Antonio Di Natale. And the referee's verdict is penalty kick. Can they make genuine chance? In it goes! A well-taken penalty. 3 goals without reply. Going well. Torres, must be. And the keeper has denied him.
Well, I've got to say, Derek, he was always in control of that situation. Brilliant stuff.
Carlos Alberto. Petit. Lothar Matthäus. Carlos Alberto has it. Lilian Thuram. Now Roberto Carlos. 20 minutes to go. Carlos Alberto. And Matthäus has it. Working away patiently, looking for an opening. He succeeds in clearing it. Stam. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. Now with Toure. And on to Di Natale. Unable to keep the ball that time. That's a well-struck pass. He's in behind. Majestic piece of goalkeeping.
Well, he loves the big moments, doesn't he? And he's proved it again there. Great goalkeeping.
And they will make the change now. Petit with defensive chores to carry out. Just 1 minute of stoppage time. And the referee blows for full time. Joy for Iceland. They are triumphant. A victory for them.
Well, it was a very assured performance, wasn't it? I was particularly impressed with their play going forward. Really lively, almost cutting through at will at times.
Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. I'm Derek Ray on the commentary gantry, and delighted to be joined, as always, by Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. It's Sporting versus Iceland.
Well, this should be interesting today. I like the makeup of both teams. They really do have a good balance of attacking and defensive qualities. But the team that has the greater desire will probably come out on top.
And a goal! Not bad for starters. They take an early lead.
Well, just look how he holds off the defender. He keeps his balance and he still hits the target. What a good goal that is.
So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. Toure. Now with Di Natale. Lothar Matthäus. Yapstam. Well, potential danger. And Sporting come away with it. And fed back to the goalkeeper. Walker. On to De Jong. Rafinha. Drogba. Here's Rafinha. This is looking threatening. Can he finish? Oh, really close with that effort. Roberto Carlos. And Buffon has it now. Petit. Now with Toure. Roberto Carlos. Antonio Di Natale. Plenty of options. Possession ceded by Iceland. De Jong. Rafinha. Could be. A Sporting corner as they look for more. And it might be. Oh, really good header. But the goalkeeper there to cover up. Well, a corner right on the back of the last one. Danger dealt with by Thuram. Drogba. Well, nowhere close to the goal when all was said and done.
Well, from that sort of position, you should really be testing the goalkeeper. Has to hit the target. It's not a good attempt.
Yapstam. Well, adding up all the stoppages, we will have 3 extra minutes. Nico Williams. Didier Drogba. So, the whistle then. We're up the halfway stage in this match.
Please remind you that racism will not be tolerated in any form, and offenders will be removed from the stadium.
Well, underway once more, and it's going to be fascinating to see what developments occur in this second half. Yaya Toure. Antonio Di Natale. Carlos Alberto. Petit. Keeping the ball moving. Well, they keep passing away. Oh, good use of the ball. Working away patiently, looking for an opening. And they've done it to square the game once again. Exhilarating.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And when he gets onto it, he holds off the challenge, keeps his balance, and makes good contact with the ball. That's a top-class finish.
Good-looking pass. Well, his technique seemed to let him down. It'll be a goal kick. Heung-min Son. Didier Drogba. And with that, the attack fizzles out. And he's through here. Well, fantastic reflex action from the goalkeeper. Substitution then. Let's see how it affects the match. Well, the keeper won't be complaining about that corner kick delivery. His ball all the way. Toure. Well, we're inside the final quarter of an hour now. Well, this forthcoming corner might just do it. Could be their last chance to hit the front in the dying moments. And well positioned to clear. Victor. Only 5 minutes left for play and tension galore. Can he put them in front? Not out of the woods yet. Oh, chance taken. There is opportunism for you, but a disappointed goalkeeper.
Well, here we can see it again. Normally I'm the first to point the finger at a goalkeeper, but I think it's a good initial save. I'm not sure he could have done much more. Just a bit unfortunate, really, that it dropped to an opponent.
Well, they've been getting the substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change. We are going to have 2 additional minutes, and unable to pick out a teammate. And that'll be a throw. Toure, Rui Costa. Nico Williams. And there it is, the final whistle. It is a sad story from an Icelandic point of view in the form of a defeat.
Well, I thought it was a really intense game. Lots of quality, lots of good individual displays. In the end, though, they won't be happy with the defeat, nor the manner of it.